This is Monster Vision. This is race number 2 of our Dirt Street Stock Series, the Papa Mike's Dirt Street Stock Series. I appreciate everybody coming out. Looks like we got some qualifiers out here. As they're wrapping up qualifying now, we are at Lima Land tonight for the Papa Mike's Production Street Stock Series. Let's see how many cars we got. How you doing tonight, Chubb? Doing good. That's Anthony Cottle, my partner there, always in the booth with us. He's not the most talkative guy, but I make him be in the booth with me. It looks like we're rocking probably about 30 cars tonight, which is pretty good for the regular old fixed street stock series here. Looks like we're not far here from lining up these heat races. Jamie Massey took the win last week as we raced at a lot bigger track, probably twice as big as this. We were at Volusia last week as Jamie Massey picked up yet another victory in the series. We'll talk about him a lot tonight, I'm sure. And let's see. Let's see Donnie Gibson. Donnie Gibson's got the pole right now. Watch out, Donnie. Donnie Gibson, he might have used a grip hack there if he's got the pole. I'm not sure. He might have cheated a little bit, but we didn't catch him, so we can't bust him on that. So looks like we got about 50 seconds left in qualifying. We got Donnie Gibson up front with Jamie Massey second, Ethan Bowers third, and Richie Yost is back. Richie hasn't been here in a little while. It's good to see old Richie back. When he's a good Richie, he can be a little fiery now. Thomas Suttle, same with him. James Miller. Oh, crazy James Miller. Glad to have him around. Cody Ernest. Team TNT representing there with Jesse Wall, the winner of the limited late models. A partner here in the Chubb, in the booth here. Chubb, Anthony Cottle, qualified 9th. Tim Taylor, 11th, right there behind Seth Castle.
Nah, it's crazy what a difference in your pedals and your steering wheel makes.
That's for sure, Joey Reeder. That pedals and steering wheel is all the difference. Let's see. As we line up here for race number 1, let's look at the grid here. We got Donnie Gibson and Richie Yost on the front row. Cody Ernest and Seth Castle was your second row. Warren Samoy and Matt Schlosser is your third row. Jordan LaFawn and Zachary Clark from TNT is your fourth row, and Michael Grogan, Lane Phillips your fifth row, with David Screen rounding out your field here. It's a lot bigger, smaller track than normal. We got a 50-lap feature ahead of us. These heat races, I want to say they are 7 laps, 8 laps apiece. Thank you, Chubb. 8 laps of the top 3 to the feature, the man says. Let's. Get this stream shared around everybody here. We'll do a 1 to go, and we'll get this thing fired off as we got Donnie Gibson on the front row here. We'll switch over to our battle box. I like it a lot better. We got Donnie Gibson and Richie Yost. Donnie's on the bottom. They make a little contact. Donnie takes off. And Donnie starts tonight for us here at Lima Land. As he gets going, Cody Ernest comes flying up the inside there with a little wild move there, but he holds it off of Richie Yost. Cody has to back out of it there and not get into Richie as Richie gets his car set up to make a run at Donnie. Donnie comes across the front end of Richie. Richie doesn't wreck him and lets him know he's there. Jordan LaFawn is up to 6th back here in that new paint job with Lane Phillips. Lane had a hell of a good show last week at Volusia. He found himself 3 spots back of the transfer spot, and he's not getting anywhere very quick. As Warren Samoy's got him blocked right there. Tell you what, Donnie Gibson, man, that must be his track, because that boy is getting gone out there. He wants to, right as I say that, he loses it right in front of Richie, and Richie gets into him at no fault of his own. Now it's all Donnie. Donnie was driving his butt off out there, but he got way too loose going into that corner. And Seth Castle and Cody Ernest are your transfer spots. Jordan LaFont raced it all the way up to 4th place now. 2 laps to go here with Jordan LaFont going to the inside. You got Zachary Clark, fellow TNT teammate of Cody Ernest there on the inside. Richie Yost blocking the bottom. Seth Castle and Richie get together. Cody says, I'll take that lead on the outside as he got the run. He's got a hell of a run coming to the white flag. He takes the lead right here, but Richie's on the bottom. Richie's on the bottom with Jordan LaFont and Lane Phillips, Seth Castle, all of them battling for the transfer spot. Jordan LaFont leans on Seth Castle, and that cost him a spot. Jordan takes a transfer spot with Richie Yost holding on to win. Very close finish over Cody. That was a wild heat race. I'm not quite sure what happened to Seth there. Woo, that was a good one. There we go with the winner from last week on the pole. We got Jamie Massey, the one and only 2-time Street Stock Monsters of Dirt champion. Thomas Suttle from Carolina there on the outside front row. Jesse Wall, winner of the limited late model race last week. And we won't talk about the pro late model race. And we got Tim Taylor, the owner of TNT Racing there. Tell you what, Tim's good for the sport, man. Of sim racing, he does good by his drivers. His drivers better appreciate how good he is to them, that's for sure. We got Brock Hendricks, Brian Wax on your 3rd row. Dawson Lowe, Bryce Dickinson on your 4th row. And Alex Brewer and Jeremy Vaughn round out the 5th row.
Green flag, green flag.
Jamie Massey gets a huge jump, and I do not expect nobody to catch him. But now we got Jesse Wall and Thomas Suttles side by side for the other 2 transfer spots. So back here with this. Ooh, look at that mess right there. Holy cow. Zoom in here. We got Bryce Dickinson leading this pack, trying to catch Jesse Wall for that 3rd spot. Right behind Bryce Dickinson, you got Brian Wax, Jeremy Vaughn, Tim Taylor, Alex Brewer. Alex Brewer finished 2nd last week. He's no chump. That man won at the Monsters of Dirt Championship of the Street Stock Series. One thing about Monsters of Dirt, man, it's full of good drivers. Look at the way these boys are driving right here. Sometimes they get underneath each other's skin. Sometimes they say stuff they shouldn't say. But for the most part, these guys respect each other and put on good shows all the time for us. Jay Weezy and I couldn't ask for a better league call. Appreciate those guys. Say that Jamie Massey is just checked out over a 2nd over World Pro Jesse Wall and Thomas Suttle. They're in 3rd. They're coming to the white flag here with Thomas Suttles and Bryce Dickinson side by side, as Anthony Cottle said. Well, Bryce Dickinson gets a little loose, and that's going to allow Thomas Suttles to pull away. He's going to take that good wrench Dale Earnhardt Street Stock to the feature with a 3rd place finish. Bryce Dickinson 4th. Jeremy Vaughn 5th, Brian Wax 6th, Alex Brewer 7th, Brock Hendricks 8th, Dawson Lowe 9th. Good race, guys. How many heat races do we have, Joe?
Brian? A little rough there, Brian Wax.
He says a little rough there, Brian Wax.
I just said hello, man. How you doing?
Oh, hey, how are you, buddy?
I guess he's not in argument mood.
Shoved out of line a little bit early. Good see.
This is the third and final heat race, you said? All right, this is the third and final. We got 3 drivers making it here. We got Ethan Bowers, who got wrecked off the front row last week and could not get back to the feature even with the hot rod that he was driving. Felt bad about that, but sometimes that kind of stuff happens. As Ethan is on the pole with James Miller on the outside pole, looking to have a good run tonight. Tyler Batten, Anthony Cottle is the second row. Brent Ginn, Dustin Hall. What's up, Brent Ginn? Glad to see you back, buddy. Benji killing it, man. I'm always glad to see Benji racing with us with Bryce Stafford and Jeremy Atkins and Curtis Stafford in this race.
Green, green, green.
Ethan Bowers takes that TNT hot rod to the lead, and he is going to get gone. Anthony Cottle and James Miller, man, it seems like every week these two guys are side by side banging doors, and they both need to keep it clean. As we got a wreck behind them, that's going to make it a 4-car battle for the top 3 here as Brent Ginn's in 5th place. This is going to be no pushovers. Bryce Stafford takes 3rd place as he does a slider across Anthony Cottle's hood. Anthony Cottle goes back to the bottom, and he's got the run here. Coming off the corner, he can't slide up in front of him. All that's happening. Ethan Bowers says, not this week, Jack. We're going to get going with this win. James Miller's right behind him for 2nd. Anthony Cottle's doing all he can on the bottom there to try to pull off this victory. We'll see if he's got anything for him coming these last 4 laps. Got Benji Killian has already charged up 3 positions, and he's right there in 5th position, hoping somebody makes a mistake. Brent Ginn in that 13 car is losing that spot to Benji as we speak. Jeremy Atkins and Curtis Stafford's right behind him. Tyler Batten, that's not the Tyler Batten we're used to seeing. What's going on back there, Tyler? And Dustin Hall, they must have gotten that wreck together. Ethan Bowers brings us to 2 to go with just under a 2nd lead. He's gone as James Miller's got 2nd. Bryson Stafford says, hey man, I want that spot. And Anthony Cottle's hoping he fights for it to give him a chance at that transfer spot. Bryson Stafford takes it to the bottom, kind of kills Chubb's momentum there. And he's not going to get 2nd. This is the final lap here as Ethan Bowers is stinking up the show with a win there. James Miller 2nd, Bryce Stafford 3rd, and Anthony Cottle 4th. Benji Killian rounds out your top 5 as we head to the lower main, the B main. Is it just one B main? Nope, there's 2. Alright, these are going to be some exciting little B mains. Are you in this one or the other one? Man, they didn't even let you cool down your car, Chubb. How is the track out there, buddy? Yeah, need to be broken some more. Or are you looking pretty good out there? Alright, we got them lining up out here as we're about to go racing again in this B main. We have matching B mains, top 7 from each race. So it looks like we got 11 cars. We'll go with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars to start. Top 7 advance, guys. Top 7 advance. Gonna have to watch this for more of the boring view as we go to 1 to go. We got Lane Phillips, Anthony Cottle on the front row, Roland Samoy, Jeremy Fallon on your 2nd row, Brent Ginn and Alex Brewer on your 3rd row from NLR, Curtis Stafford and Michael Grogren on your 4th row, Seth Castle and Tim Taylor say, hey, we're not going to be left out of this. We're going to charge to the front, and I believe they will. As here they go.
Green flag, green
Green
flag.
flag, green flag, green flag as Phillips takes the lead, and he takes it to the bottom. But it's not a confident run to the bottom as he loses a ton of momentum. Chubb has to pop him in the rear end, and then subsequently, yeah, that word, he gets popped in the rear end himself. Everybody holds on to it as Lane holds on to the lead, and Jeremy Vaughn's right there in second. We got Michael Grogan back here getting loose with Dustin Hall and Tim Taylor side by side. Actually, Alex Brewer and Tim Taylor side by side. Tim Taylor's holding on to that 6th spot, and Dustin Hall's got that 7th and final transfer spot pretty well locked down right now. Keep an eye on him as we got 12 laps with 8 laps to go. Got a 1-car wreck on the backside, but we don't call cautions for 1 car. He's got to get going, get rolling, and race on. You can see our top 7's all right there as Dustin Hall rounds out your top 7. These guys need to keep it clean, keep it green, and they'll all transfer to the feature. Curtis Stafford back there says, hey, I don't want to see that happen. I want to see at least one of them fall out so I can race a feature race. 50 laps of Lima Land ahead of us. Thank you for coming out on tonight on YouTube. I don't have the chat right now. Appreciate everybody coming out to watch. This is live from the admin room, from the hangout room. This is where we run the league right here. Monster Vision is a project of ours to make sure that we show you every race we race, even when we're not paying Jay Weezy to do an amazing job in our 9 o'clock shows. He'll be up next with our limited late model show. How's the audio out there, guys? If they take the white flag, it looks like our top 7 stayed the same. These guys stayed together as Lane Phillips is the leader. Jeremy Vaughn. Anthony Call took 3rd. Tim Taylor raced it all the way up to 4th. Alex Brewer 5th, and Brent Ginn 6th. Dustin Hall rounded out your field tonight. They'll all be going to the feature. A couple of guys will be going home. Hopefully we'll see them at the Limited Late Model Show. Or if not, we'll see them next week. Or in the Monsters of Dirt, we'll see them when we see them.
Said I missed start, but I just connected with 30-something seconds left.
Well, Brian Wax.
Said I missed start for that. Said 42 seconds, and I clicked it.
Well, Brian, you'll just have to get out there and get going and hope for a caution.
Green flag, green flag.
Brian Nicholson, here we go. Bryce Dickinson takes the lead. Benji Gilliland in 2nd. Zach Clark 3rd. Sorry, I didn't go through the rundown there. Jeremy Atkins 4th. Donnie Gibson, the pole sitter tonight, leading his heat race, and he got a little crooked. And it cost him being in the feature on the pole position. But he's up there in 5th spot, 6th spot, 5th spot. He's comfortably in 5th.
Yeah, Brian, clear.
Got Brock Hendricks in that 51 Mellow Yellow car. He had a really good show at Volusia. Back there fighting for everything he's got with Tyler Batten and Dawson Loaf. All these guys are fighting for that 7th position, which is a transfer spot. Dawson Lowe slides it high. He's at 6. He goes back down low, hits doors with Tyler Batten. Tyler's not the one to be beating doors with, I can promise you that. And as Tyler's got the transfer spot as Dawson turns it around in front of Brock. And that seriously cost both of them big time as Tyler Batten takes off. Wax had some kind of mechanical issues. They didn't let him out on the track, and that's going to probably cost him big time here as these guys are all spread out. We got 5 laps to go. Matt Schlosser there comfortably in the 7th spot. Tyler Batten right in front of him in 6th. Donnie Gibson putting it up against the wall all the way around the corner for 5th. Anything that needed a caution, Chubb? I don't think I ever did. We got 2 to go. Everybody's spread out pretty good here. These guys can keep it straight. And just as I say that, Donnie Gibson decides to jump the tires. And it looked like Tyler Batten followed him right over him. But they're both still in a transfer spot. So is Matt. Dawson Lowe's doing all he can to run him back down, but I don't think it's going to happen for him or Brian Wax. Bryce Dickinson out front once again in a B main as he's leading Killian and Clark. And that'll do it. Coming to the checker flag right here. Bryce Dickinson takes him to the feature. Bryce Dixon, Bill G. Clark, Donnie Gibson, Tyler Batten, Jeremy Atkins, Schlosser, they all make it. And Brian Wax, Dawson Lowe, Brock Hendricks, and David Screen take it to the house as we head to the feature, guys. There's not going to be no warm-up. We're going straight to the feature, fellas. You heard it here. We're going straight to the feature. We got to make sure we get this race in and get ready for our next race here, which is the Limited Late Models Show 80 Laps, the Coots Home Comfort Limited Late Models. We appreciate Coots Home Comfort for being on board with that series. It'll be live on SRTV on Facebook. Appreciate everybody who's commenting out there. I just started seeing the comments. What's up, Brumbelow, Howlett, Brody, King J? What's up, everybody? Glad to see we're getting more watchers, getting more known out here on the Monsters of Dirt Monster Vision. Appreciate all the support from the league, guys, as always. We got Jamie Massey and Richie Yost. Richie Yost has got the pole after winning that first heat race. Jamie Massey on the outside pole. Ethan Bowers, Cody Ernest is your second row. James Miller, Jesse Wall, Thomas Suttles, Jordan LaFawn, Lane Phillips, Bryson Deffert, Jeremy Vaughn, and Bryce Dickinson. And we got Anthony Cottle, Benji Killen, Tim Taylor, Zachary Clark, Alex Brewer, Jeremy Atkins, Donnie Gibson, Brent Ginn, Dustin Hall, Tyler Batten, Matt Schlosser. Here we go. We're going to put on a show here. We got 50 laps in the street stocks. Can anybody mess with Jamie Massey? Jamie Massey's been dominating this series for a few months now. And as we take the green flag, Richie goes a green flag. Green. Jamie Massey in that new nice looking 19 car takes it down low. He says, I'll put that lead early. They will fight it out. Jamie goes up, gives him a little bump, and he takes the lead and sends Richie a little bump right into the wall. And they're now 3 wide. And second is Jesse Wall, jumps the tire, and they pile up behind him, and a few of them jump the tires because of that. Anthony Cottle's back here, and oh my God, look at that mess. It looks like a mini Talladega. We got Bryson Dafford out front, out in the middle of the back here. Massey says, let me get this lead and get gone and get away from all that stuff. Oh, there we go. LaFawn just went across Dafford's nose. That's no good. Let's rewind that real quick. Let's rewind this. Ooh, there's more to this. There's more to it. He just gets, yep, that's all That sucks, but that's all on him. That's a race on, boys. That's just lost control of his car, kind of like Donnie did in the heat race there. Just get a little loose here, you're going to get ran over. These guys are fast. Let's get it lined up, guys. Let's get it lined up. Go ahead and go side by side. I'm going to go one to go on the next start. Oops. Apologize, I messed that up. Not live. I was not live. I messed everything up, and the boys got it out here. Let's get this thing going. We got Jamie Massey on the front row once again, starting another Monster Dirt race on the front. Imagine that. We got Richie and Jamie side by side. Richie still isn't happy about getting the bump early on, and he might give Jamie the bump right back. Here he goes. He is all over him, but he doesn't give him too much of a rough up there. Got that 0-0 car of Ethan Bowers, who dominated his heat race. Had a heck of a car last week. Did not have the best of luck. These guys throw it in there. Battling side by side. Jamie Massey won the race last week. So of course he's our points leader. He led 42 of the every single lap last week, and after taking the lead early here, possibly could do it here. I don't think Richie got a lap in. Got Alex Brewer second in the points, Lane Phillips and Cody Ernest fourth and fifth. Zach Clark sixth.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Those on me, I'll take an EOL.
Who was that, Chubb?
Okay, stop.
Who called for the EOL, Chubb?
You want the
Who? Cody Ernest did.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cody takes the EOL. Let's see what he did here. Real quick before we go back to green. Let's do a quick rewind the old school way. Cody gets in the corner here. Yep, he pushes Jesse Wall and turns him on around. Hell, there's nothing better than an honest driver in these series. How many laps is it? One to go now? We got one to green with Jamie Massey choosing the outside lane with Ethan Bowers on the inside. As we're 16 laps into the show already, it moves fast at these short tracks. Jamie Massey fires off from the outside, and that's going to give him a big advantage. Ethan Bowers gets a good, strong start on the bottom. Jamie Massey's got that preferred middle lane. Shoves Ethan Bowers down just enough to get the run off the corner, and he gets going. Got Ethan Bowers there in second with Richie Yost still hanging out in the top three. Bryce Dickinson's up fourth with Bryson Dafford in fifth. My bad. Who was that on? Who was that on?
Me.
Let's see what Brent Ginn did here. He should be in the back. Let's see. Jamie Massey is taking the top again. Let's see this. Brent Ginn called his own EOL. That's he got in the back of Lane Phillips there. That's just the way it goes sometimes. We're lined up with one to go here. Is Jamie Massey. 30 laps to go. Jamie Massey fires off coming off of turn 4 on that outside. They make a little contact, and he gets the pull. He's pulling Bryce Dickinson with him there on the outside. These close quarters cause for a lot of cautions, man. We got to get these guys separated, or they will it'll be caution after caution if they stay close. It's just too close in proximity. This will be the 10th time in 14 seasons. So 10 seasons out of 14 seasons, Lima Land has been on the schedule. Raced over 700 laps here. Look at this mess right here. You see Benji Gillian, Thomas Suttle, Alex Brewer. See James Miller getting a little shove there to Richie Yost, who's fell all the way back to 8th place. Bryce Dickinson in 3rd, Dafford 4th, Gillian 5th. Tim Taylor's raced his way out of the B main all the way to the top 10. Teammate Zach Clark right there with him. Oh, yellow. This we just had a big one. Let's see what just happened here. Let's go to this view. It looks like everybody just drove Suttles into the ball here. UL kind of took care of itself, so race on, boys. So we are past halfway now with Jamie Massey still out front. I'm going to tell you what, look at old Tim Taylor up 9 spots in 7th, but right in front of him, Alex Brewer's moved up 12. Right behind them, Dustin Hall at 9th has moved up 13 spots. Man. While they're doing it, Jamie Massey just leads another lap. This man is the street stock king right now in Monsters of Dirt. He fires off from the bottom this time. Slides up in front of Ethan. Ethan slides back down to the bottom. Bryce Dickinson's right there with him. Hey, all three of them just right on each other's quarter panel coming off of turn 2. They enter turn 3 the same way as Jamie Massey. Man, he just pulls him. This guy's got a hot rod, don't he? He gets such in front of these cars, it's so hard to keep up with him. Jamie Massey is gapping the field right now. Bryson Dafford's in 3rd. I don't know why it's so hard for me to spit it out. Got Bryce Dixon in 4th, and Alex Brewer's moved up to 4th. Alex Brewer, 14 spots, man. That boy is flying.
My bad, Jake.
Nobody's flying by like Jamie Massey. I'm surprised Aaron Brumbelow missed this race. He usually races with us in the Street Stock Series. Jamie Massey, with about 15 laps to go, is pulling away from the field with Ethan Bowers. Ethan Bowers is right there with him. Ethan there with that pretty TNT car. I didn't realize he was part of the TNT group. They got a hell of a Street Stock team being built over there. You got Bryson Dafford there in 3rd. Alex Brewer is 4th. Go back here and ride with Anthony Cottle. Anthony Cottle's in 11th. I'll do the roll bar view with him. Let's see what this field looks like from Anthony's perspective. he's where he wants to be down there on the bottom. And we are 10 laps to go as Jamie Massey is just rolling that bottom. I don't think there's any possibility of Bowers catching him unless Massey makes a mistake. Speaking of mistake, I saw a little contact there. Is Benji killing? Something happened there. Let's get out of the cars here and figure out what happened. Chubb, did you see what happened?
Good racing, Alex.
Must have been on the back. It's like Donnie was slowed down if it was that far back. Some guys say, why didn't you get that guy an EOL? Well, if you're battling for 22nd and 23rd, I think you already got an EOL.
One to green. Good one.
Is it 1 to green?
You still on, son?
Did it mess it up?
Yep.
Well, we're on lap 42 of 50. Make it 43 of 50 as we're coming to the green flag. Jamie Massey's picked the outside line, it looks like. Did he do that? Let me see. Nope, he's on the inside. He's been starting on the outside all night. Expect a lot of action. It's going to be tough to finish this race under green flag. As Jamie Massey gets the pull there, that looks like a winning start without any cautions. It is going to be tough to get around that man unless you put a bumper to him, that's for sure. Ethan Bowers second, Bryson Dafford third, right in the middle. And Alex Brewer's moved up 14 spots. He's up the third spot, make it 15 spots if he can hold on to the podium. Bryson Dafford got something to say about that with Jamie Massey blocking the bottom down there as Ethan gets a good run. We got 5 to go. Bowers second, Alex Brewer third. Alex Brewer had a race, hell of a race, second in the points. If he's going to stay with Jamie Massey in these points, he's going to have to stay with him every race. Is that Tim Taylor I see in the top 5? Holy cow. Tim's always had some bad luck in the monster of dirt, but this season, I swear, it looks like he's turning it around. He's all the way up to the 5th spot. He gained 11 spots. Benji Gillen gets turned around, and yellow finally comes out. I thought they were going to save it, but he just kept on turning and turning until it caused the yellow. Everybody leaning on each other led to that. And it's a race on, boys.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I'd say so. Guys, remember, if we do get a green-white checkered, hold your positions and come all the way around the track and finish the race lined up. If you drop out, you will lose your spots. Is it 1 to go?
One to green.
Is it 1 to go now? Okay, here we go. Chubb, I appreciate you being out here tonight with me, yapping with me and helping me out, and always the adminning. Jamie Massey, I appreciate you coming out and putting on a dominating performance once again. Jamie Massey fires off a turn 4. Is this going to be the final time? Alex Brewer gets turned, and that's no good. The run he's had, somehow he keeps it straight, and he comes off the corner 3 wide with a Bryson on inside and outside. Tim Taylor gets into the back of the 18 car, but Jamie Massey comes off at turn 4. Is that the white flag? Yellow flag. That's the end, ain't it? Hold your positions, guys. Hold your positions. Once you get the checkered flag, top 3 to the front straightaway for a picture, and top 3 to Discord for interviews. They take the checkered yet? Good race, guys. It was live on YouTube on Monster Vision. If you want to rewatch it, quit messing up that car, Bryce. I need a picture of that car.
Well, he shouldn't have been driving over his fucking head then.
Oh, he's punishing him.
Shut up.
Not over there, just in front of you.
Half spun and then fucking just shoved me.
Got him.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out. Hell of a show. Like I said, top 3 to Discord.
Good rest of the game.
Thank you.
Richie, I don't think I touched you, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
You give him a few minutes, you know he'll find something to bitch about.
Yeah, they got together on
No,
the
he
very
said the perfect word. I can. That's awesome. I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he called me what he called me.
as we got a couple.
Oh, does it start with a N? Yep.
Oh. Think he's mad. No.
Bye, Richie.
He can always dish it, but he sure as hell can't take it.
Good right, Jamie.
All right, top 3 to Discord. Come jump in the admin room, and we'll do these interviews, and we'll move on to the street stock race. Ethan Bowers,
Good win,
man,
Jamie.
a lot better run this week than last week. A lot better luck, I should say. Kept your fenders on it and was able to come up with a second place finish. How did you do it, buddy? Yeah, hell, man. Nobody else was out there running, pacing with him, and you were. That man's super fast right now. It's very hard to keep up with him in a street stock, but you were right there with him. Who knows if it would have kept wearing where you would have been, but it was a solid run, and after that bad luck last week, I'm glad it paid off again for you this week, and paid off for you this week. And you want to thank anybody, man? I appreciate you coming out. Heck yeah, well, I appreciate that. And if you're racing limited late models, we'll see you over there. If not, we'll see you next week, buddy. All right. Let's see. Alex Brewer, man. What'd you gain? 15 spots. The hard charger. I kept talking about Tim Taylor, but hell, you charged 15 spots to a top 3. You almost got it took away from you on that last restart, but you were able to control it and hold on. That was another awesome run for you to keep right there with Jamie in the points. How'd you do it tonight? Well, Alex, man, you put on a show out there and you did it clean. Your car looks a little beat up, but I think some of that came from after the race. But that blue number 1, I'm pretty sure we're going to see it up front all season. I appreciate you coming out, and awesome run once again. You want to thank anybody before you get out of here? All right, Brett. All right, man. Well, Alex, we'll see you at the next one, buddy. Good run, bud. All right, Jamie Massey, Mr. Superstar. How'd you do it tonight, buddy? All right, Jamie Massey, Mr. Super. watching that initial start. I know what Richie's a little upset about. You guys made a little bit of contact on the very first start of the race. You dove low here, and you guys came back together. Let's see. First lap you didn't get touched, but I know right in here, right there's a slight little bump. But come on, man, if you can't race back from that on lap one, you know, that's my feeling about that. A little bump in a street stock, you know. Yeah. Well, that was, like I say, it was so early in the race, Jamie, that, I mean, there's plenty of time to recover. You know, some drivers, they'll get on me. They'll say, oh, okay, well, the next one, I'm going to do that. Well, that was lap number one, and you guys were just racing hard, and I thought Richie had a good race. He kind of fell off there late, but, you know. Yeah. Well, Jamie, you know how it is, man. In racing, we all call each other names when we're a little upset in racing. Well, as many races as you're winning, you're not gonna always have the best of friends. I can promise you that. And I know. And Jamie, we appreciate you coming out, buddy. I appreciate you putting on a hell of a show. I know you're about to go over there to the limited late models at Fairbury and do your best to do it once again. That's 2 weeks in a row to start the season for the Papa Mike's Street Stock Series. I know Papa Mike's going to be glad to see that 19 car in victory lane once again. Thank who you want to thank before we get out of here, buddy. All right. Thank you. All right, we're going to wrap up this broadcast. Apparently, we were having some issues there at the end. I'll have to research that. If any of the interviews got missed, I apologize. I don't know. We could hear Chubb all night. I'm not sure why we couldn't hear them. If that was the case, I'll go back and look at it. Regardless, let's go racing in the limited late models, guys. That lobby's open. We're going to shut this show down. We'll see you next race on Wednesday night. Same time for the 358 big blocks at Fairbury. Take it easy, guys.